Yeah? Frank. 50, 75, 90. What do you think it is? What do you think it represents? In Mexico, 50% of the companies don't make it don't make it the first 2 years. 75%. Sorry, I was distracted. Okay, 50% of the companies fail in the first year. For the second year, only 75 of the companies in Mexico fail, and 90% don't make it till 5 years. No. Okay. Yeah. So well, lots of people and researchers say that why is this? Because of the administration, logistics, publicity, etc. But I think it's about value and communication. To talk about value, what it is value? To have value is to have intent, to have an intention to do a thing, to know, to have a belief in what you're doing and knowing what you're doing. So here's an example of having value and not having value. Like not having value is like this. To get tacos in the storage center. Okay, you see like in every corner in Mexico and mostly in Mexico City, but it doesn't give you that extra that I want to go to try them. Unless you try them and you really like them, but that is not the fact. Now, Gorditas Doña Tota. It started in 1952 in Tamaulipas with a woman trying to sell gorditas in the streets, and now it's a company of 200 stores in 60 cities. I mean, why these gorditas advance in a way that the taco store never could? Why? It's all about value. If you have a good value, you can promote yourself, you can advance to the next level. That taco, can you go back? That taco will have customers probably every day, yeah, but it's not gonna get rich, it's not gonna promote his tacos worldwide. Next. So yeah, that's also having value is not just it's not enough to succeed, because you have to have uniqueness. This graphic is made from Guy Kawasaki, who was working with Steve Jobs and was actually was here in Inc., the first Inc., and who give a presentation about uniqueness and value. What is important? If you don't have value, you don't, and you're not unique. I mean, you're just doing .com companies. You're nothing. If you are unique but you don't add a value, you're just creating your own market that doesn't exist, and that's like nobody cares about it. If you have value but you're not unique, you will compete only on price, because you're not adding something that people really didn't know before. So this is the corner you want to be, value and unique, because you're giving something that nobody knew that they wanted. Okay, so the other thing that is the cause of Mexico, like why did they fail really hard on new businesses, and it's worldwide, but not only Mexico, is the value and the communication. They say that it's more important the way you say the message than the message itself. So how, okay, you have a great value, but what happens if you don't know how to communicate it? Okay, this is an example of a good communication value. It's made to discover, download the fast and free alternative web browser. It's from Opera, the web browser. Nobody really uses Opera, but they have good communication and they have value. They don't have uniqueness. That's why we don't use it. What is the motto of Apple, and what is that so many people follow? We see things differently. I mean, we believe, we don't believe in the status quo. I mean, when you have such strong value as Apple, and you communicate well in message, you have the greatest achievement in all businesses, which is belief beyond reason. Okay, so this communication actually is a living system. I mean, communication, the way people communicate, it's evolving. And right now, one of the latest things of communicate your own business is by scientists who actually develop a study of the divisions of the brain in the human. And it's divided in three parts: the cortex, the limbic, and reptilian. The cortex relies on the intelligence part, the limbic on the feelings part, and the reptilian on the instincts. To give you an example how this communication works and why am I getting into this, I will tell you later. But, okay, so Coke, why I put it in here? Okay, so I say that the brain works in an intelligent, emotive, and instinct way. So, but why is it Coke, which is a bad soda for you? Mexico is the first place in having I mean, everything is bad about it once you really know the product and want to does to people. But why do people keep buying it? Why don't we buy it? I mean, the marketing, we love the marketing. But did we get the things that the marketing is doing to us? Okay, so...
You need to wrap up. You're going way over time.
Okay, yeah, so actually, okay, I'm going to pass the... Can you... No. No. Okay. Yeah. So Coca-Cola, basically, cortex. Oh, have low sugar, too many options. This doesn't really matter to the choice. Limbic, it's a fact of, you know, when you open it, and we think of Coca-Cola, that's because it's the limbic part. It's a non-conscious way of thinking. And the reptilian is more important, is the gut feeling. When you say, I'm choosing about the sodas, okay, I don't know, but I like Coca-Cola because, I don't know, I like it. That's the gut feeling. It doesn't have to do with intelligence. Okay, to wrap up. Okay, so why am I telling all this? Because this all in the field of design. I mean, we have inside of us a little bit of designing, but studies that focus on design, or not industrial design necessarily, but architecture, marketing, communication, graphic design, and all that, it's really important to have in your business, to know how to communicate and to give value to your company, or to know how to explain the value you're giving. So this a quick definition of design is the act of intent, plan, propose, and materialize. And how this affect the big cities have big design. I mean, Germany, United States, Italy, Switzerland, Sweden, they have evolved around design, around making businesses with great value and unique. Also, in their work, design has been materializing, helping people to collect water, for example. So to sum up, this design is important in every business. I mean, and the importance of adding this value and to know how to communicate is way important. The thing is that in Mexico, we don't really appreciate design. I mean, while in the States, companies like P&G spends 35% of the whole budget in marketing, which is billions of dollars. Here in Mexico, we say when we are.
You need to wrap up.
Yeah, that's the wrap up. When, here in Mexico, when we say, okay, we start a business, okay, I got administration, I got everything, but the communication part, they actually explain it to people what you're offering is a thing that we don't have, and we think we don't need it. We can do it ourselves. But I invite you to, if you're forming a business, if you're working somewhere else, it doesn't matter, count design as a great asset for your business because it only can help you. And that's all.